Today is actually my first ride of 2024. It's my first ride in 2024. So today I decided to get out on the Honda Goldwing and get the ride in. So today we're going to talk about my DCT Honda Goldwing here in this video. So let's get started.
Goldwing Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my moto vlogs.
Hey, what's up YouTube? This is your boy Chris. Out on the Goldwing, and today it is nice out here today, y'all. I'm showing an air temp of 71 degrees. 71 degrees this winter. We in the winter, y'all, and we showing 71 degrees, and it feels good to be out on the Goldwing. And today is actually my first ride of 2024. Can you guys believe that? We're already 2 months into 2024. This is the beginning of February, and this is my first ride on my DCT Honda Goldwing. Just trying to get the ride in today. Trying to take advantage of some of this nice weather. The weatherman called for a high today of about 70 degrees, and I'm showing 71. Oh, it just jumped up to 72. 72 out on the Honda Goldwing. It's a good day to get out and get the fluid circulating, get the oil circulating, get your ride in. And so today, I really feel good because I'm wearing my new Goldwing jacket. It was actually sent over by one of my viewers, Freebird out there in Indiana. Freebird. I want to give a special shout out to Freebird out there in Indiana. He contacted me and said, Chris, I have something that I would like to send you. I need to get your address. I have something I would like to send you. So Freebird out there in Indiana, he sent me a brand new Goldwing jacket. And also he sent a brand new Goldwing matching shirt to go with this jacket. So I just would like to just say thank you, Freebird out there in Indiana, for thinking about your boy Chris. You know, it's gestures like that that make me feel good and make me feel like I am appreciated. So if there's anybody out there watching my video, I know a lot of you guys have sent me things in the past. I would just like to say thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Each and every one of you. If there's anybody out there that's watching my video and you would like to also send your boy Chris an item that you would like for me to show on my video, or if you just want to send me an item, maybe an accessory or something you want me to talk about, I'm going to include my shipping information in the description of the video if you guys would like to send your boy Chris an item or something you would like me to have. I'm going to include my shipping information. So I'm out here just trying to get the ride in today. It is so nice out here, even though it's winter. I'm showing 72 degrees. I'm talking to you on my Cardo Pack Talk Edge. If you've been keeping up with the channel, I posted a video showing how to personalize your Cardo Pack Talk Edge. The thing about these edges is that they all look alike. For the most part, they come in a standard gray, and there might be some other colors out there that might be on the market. But if you guys saw the video, I'm gonna include a link of where you guys can pick up the stickers if you want to personalize your Cardo Pack Talk Edge so they all don't look alike. You know, if you guys are like me, maybe you have multiple Cardos, you want to be able to just distinguish which one is which. So the stickers are a great way to identify your Cardo Pack Talk Edge from the other one. So it feels good, man, to be out on the Goldwing. Like I said, this is my first ride of 2024. It's been 2 months. You know, I've been really busy. A lot of you have reached out and asked, have I been, you know, how have I been doing? Staying in touch, checking in, letting me know you really appreciate my videos. You know, I have over, 1,600 videos out on YouTube. So I'm sure there were a lot of videos that I posted in the past that you guys could watch when I wasn't out making new videos. That's a lot of videos. And so I'm just out here trying to get the ride in. I'm gonna talk about my DCT here in a moment. But today I'm actually testing out a new technique, the way I'm recording my audio. I hope that my audio is good. I hope that my video resolution is good. If you guys been keeping up with my channel, I've had a situation with my GoPros where they kind of let me down. You know, I've been buying GoPro cameras all down through the years. My most recent GoPro was the 10, and I bought the 11. I actually got 3 GoPros. I invested probably somewhere around about $2,000 in the GoPro cameras. So the other day, I was recording a video, and the camera got hot, the battery swole up, and it shut off. You know, it has that fail safe. If you guys know about GoPro, they'll shut off to keep from overheating because they get hot. I went to pull the battery out, and the battery was so hot that the tab melted. Well, the glue on the tab melted, and it just came apart. So my battery was actually stuck down into the GoPro camera. That didn't really bother me as much. The part that bothered me is that I couldn't get the battery out, so I took a little flathead screwdriver, tried to pry the battery out, accidentally poked a small hole into the battery, and the thing started blowing out smoke. It sounded like somebody was frying bacon. So it really pissed me off, man, with GoPro. That's one thing about the GoPro. If you guys ever buy a GoPro, and you guys know I keep it real, you can't beat the resolution of a GoPro camera. I still say, in my opinion, I think that the GoPro got the best camera resolution on the market. The only problem is they don't have a way to pull that heat off the processor when it starts heating up. Anytime you guys start recording in high definition, and they're high definition cameras, the camera starts heating up, and as a fail safe, the camera will shut off. The batteries get hot, the batteries would get swollen, and the battery slot on that GoPro camera is so tight, it's only enough room just to put the battery down in that slot. Well, if that battery swells, it gets stuck in the camera. You know, can you imagine being out on the road, you're trying to film some videos, the camera get hot, your battery swell up, and you can't get it out? You know, that's a big inconvenience, man. GoPro need to come up with a better way to pull that heat off the cameras. And they've been having this issue way before now. If you guys been keeping up with my channel, I posted some of my early videos from 8 years ago. I had the same problem with the GoPro 4. You know, every year they come out with a new camera, the GoPro 1, the GoPro 2, or 3, 4, 5, 6. I think now they're up to the GoPro 12. And they're now just giving you Bluetooth. Can you believe that? Here we are in 2024, and GoPro just now putting Bluetooth on their cameras. That's ridiculous. Bluetooth has been around for years, and they're just now giving you Bluetooth on their cameras that allows you to connect your headset, like the Cardo Edge, to your camera, giving you that ability to lay your voice onto the video. The technology has been out there forever, and they're just now giving you Bluetooth. Yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine. He said, Chris, maybe you should move on and get another camera and move on from GoPro. And he's absolutely correct. The only problem is I've invested so much money into the GoPro cameras that I already have. So I'm not going to throw my GoPro cameras away just yet, but it's not my intention to buy new GoPro cameras. I can't see myself doing it because it's just too much of a hassle. So GoPro, if you're watching this video, you need to figure out a way to pull that heat off your cameras. If anybody out there watching this video, if you had problems with your GoPro cameras, be sure to put it down in the comment section below and let me know, let the viewers know what kind of problems you had. with your camera, whether it was overheating, whether the camera was shutting off, whether your batteries were swelling, whether your batteries were getting stuck into the camera, whatever issues you was having, be sure to put it down in the comment section, because I know I'm not the only person that has had issues with the GoPro camera. One of my viewers said, maybe it's something that I'm doing. No, it's not anything that I'm doing. It's a default, correction, it's a defect of GoPro. The GoPro cameras get hot. And if you don't believe me, buy one and see what happens. That's why when you see their commercials, they'll show somebody jumping out of an airplane in a cold environment. They're swimming in the ocean. They're skiing in a cool environment. You know, you don't see them in real hot environments, because those cameras will shut off. You know, you never see a GoPro commercial of somebody walking, you know, by lava, by a volcano. It'd be too hot. The camera would shut off. But anyway, I digress. Moving on. I'm out here on the Goldwing trying to get my ride in today. Tested out my audio. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Wearing my Goldwing jacket that was sent over by Freebird out there in Indiana. Appreciate that, my brother. So a lot of you have checked in and asked me, Chris, what do you think about the DCT Honda Goldwing? You know, I had the big body Goldwing, and I've been thinking about upgrading. I've been seeing all these Goldwing videos, and, you know, I'm thinking about pulling the trigger and investing into a new Goldwing. So what do you think about the DCT? So let's talk about it. Keep in mind, there's always advantages and disadvantages to everything. You know, for years, I've always said that if I was going to buy a Goldwing, I would get a manual, because that's what I was used to using, was a manual transmission. But when I purchased my Honda Goldwing, I purchased the DCT model. And first of all, I will say this, I have no regrets about buying the DCT model Goldwing. If I could do it all over again and I could buy manual or DCT, I would buy the DCT. Well, why is that, Chris? Well, I'm glad you asked. Some of the advantages to the DCT Honda Goldwing is that you don't have to worry about switching gears. You don't realize how important that is. Case in point, let's say you're in a city, or you are in a heavy populated area, and you're caught in a traffic jam. When you're riding a manual transmission, you're constantly going from neutral to first gear, second gear, downshifting back to neutral when you come into a stop, and it gets tiresome, man, when you're caught in traffic. The thing I like about the DCT Honda Goldwing is that the bike automatically defaults into automatic. The bike defaults into automatic, which means that if you're caught in a traffic jam, all you have to do is let off the throttle. If traffic comes to a stop, no big deal, because the bike downshifts for you. You don't have to worry about downshifting. So if you're caught in that traffic and traffic is moving, traffic is stopping, it's stop and go, bumper to bumper, you don't have to worry about switching gears. It'll do it for you. I love that. It'll downshift for you, it'll upshift for you. All you have to do is roll the throttle. Now, it does give you that ability to manually shift the bike up or down. So even though the bike is in automatic, if the bike is not shifting fast enough for you, all you have to do is tap the paddle shifter. If the bike is not downshifting faster for you, maybe you're riding and you're coming into a corner hot, and you want to downshift and use the engine to slow you down, all you have to do is just tap the paddle shifter. If you don't tap the paddle shifter, it will just downshift for you. So I really love that feature about the DCT. I don't have to worry about changing gears. I don't have to worry about upshifting. I don't have to worry about downshifting. You know, there's been times when I forget to snap my helmet, and when I'm riding, I realize, wait a minute, I didn't snap my helmet. The thing I like about the DCT is that once you come to a stop, you can let the throttle go and you can snap your helmet. On a manual transmission, if you do the same If you have that same issue where you forget to snap your helmet, once you come to a stop, you got to sit there and try to find neutral before you can let off the clutch. Otherwise, the bike will lunge forward. So when you come to a stop at a red light, you're holding in the clutch and you're trying to find neutral so you can let the clutch go, so you can let the handlebars go to snap your helmet. The thing about the Goldwing, the previous generation, is that that bike doesn't always go back in neutral as smooth. So you're sitting there, you're trying to find the neutral. You're trying to find neutral. You bump it up to first and you went too far and you try to bump it back down and, correction, you bump it up to second. You went too far. You try to go back down to neutral and you put it back down in first and you're trying to find that sweet spot so you can go to neutral to let the clutch go. The problem is, before you can get that done, before you can accomplish getting the bike in neutral at a stop, the light changes and then you got to pull off. So when the light changes, that means you got to pull off. You got traffic behind you, they're ready to go. So you can't even buckle your helmet. You may only have 30 seconds to get your helmet buckled. The thing I like about the DCT is that once you come to a stop, it's automatically in first gear. It's already in gear. All you have to do is let the clutch go. All you have to do is let the handlebar go. When the bike stops, as soon as the bike stops, you let the handlebar go. You can buckle your helmet. You don't have to sit there trying to find neutral. The bike is already sitting in first gear. If the light changes, all you got to do is grab the throttle and just ease on it. It pulls right off. Whereas a manual transmission, if you have the bike in first gear and let off of the clutch, the bike will lunge forward. You don't have that problem with the DCT. So that's very, very advantageous when it comes to motorcycling. You don't have to worry about trying to find the gears. You don't have to worry about trying to upshift. You don't have to worry about trying to downshift. You don't have to worry about when you're stuck in the traffic, you're going to neutral, going to first, going to second, back down. You don't have to worry about that. That's one less thing you got to worry about. Now, I'm sure there's going to be some riders out there that say, well, I don't mind shifting gears. I'd rather have a manual. I want full control over my rear end. I understand. Like I said, there's advantages and disadvantages to everything. I'm just pointing out some of the things that I really like about the DCT Honda Goldwing. Well, what else do I like about the DCT Honda Goldwing? Well, I'm glad you asked. With the new style Honda Goldwing, the manual gives you a 6-speed transmission, 6-speed. The thing I like about the DCT is that it gives you 7 speeds, so you're getting seven gears. That means lower RPMs, that means a greater fuel savings. Now, the faster you go, the more fuel you will consume. Now, one of the things about the bike, real quick, that I wish that Honda would change, I would prefer a bigger gas tank. This gas tank on this DCT is only 5.5 gallons, and if you're running real fast, you'll suck it down quick. I mean, it is what it is. You know, if you like to ride fast and hard and you want to race, yeah. You put the bike in sport mode, yeah. You're going to consume more fuel. That's true. The fuel tank is not as big as I would like it to be. But you're running a lower RPM in comparison to a manual Goldwing. That 7th gear is going to bring the RPMs down even lower. As a result, that equates to greater fuel savings. Less wear and tear on the engine because the bike is operating at a lower RPM. So I love that about the DCT Honda Goldwing. If I could do it all over again, if I could, how can I say this? If I could go back into time and purchase another new style Honda Goldwing, I would get the DCT. I'm sorry. I like my manual Goldwing, but I think the DCT is on another level. It's on another level, man. You'll be surprised when you don't have to sit there and worry about what gear you in. Man, that you can focus on other things. You can focus on the traffic. You know, you can focus on other things. You don't have to worry about focusing on gears when you come to a stop. Am I in first gear? You know how sometimes you get to a red light and you forget to put the bike in first gear, and maybe you're still in third gear, or maybe you're in second gear or fourth, and then when you get ready to pull off, the bike start bogging down because you didn't have it in first gear. So now you're squeezing in the clutch and you're gassing it, trying to make the revolutions of the engine catch up and not bog down. With that DCT, that's one less thing you got to worry about. So I love those features, man. I get excited just talking about it. Woo! Today I'm actually riding on this ultimate seat, and this thing is comfortable. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. If you guys purchase an ultimate seat after watching my videos, put it down in the comment section below. I love the Corbin. Corbin is good now. If you guys got a Corbin seat, I'm not trying to take anything away from the Corbin owners. But I love this ultimate seat. I think this summer I might even toggle between the two. I still have my Corbin Fire and Ice. I might even toggle between the two. But it feels good to be on this ultimate right now. Out here trying to get the ride in. 70 degrees out. 70 degrees. How many of you that's watching this video went out and purchased a Goldwing after watching my vids? Or how many of you went out and purchased any items after watching my vids? I hear it all the time. Some of you say, Chris, hey, I went out and bought a helmet because of you. I had one rider tell me today that I stopped riding altogether until I ran across your videos. I went out and purchased another bike and I started riding again. You know, they say iron sharpen iron. So I appreciate all of my viewers, all of you guys that watches my videos and support your boy Chris. Like I said, Freebird out there in Indiana, who also has a new style Honda Goldwing, sent me this Goldwing jacket and a matching shirt. He sent the matching shirt to match the jacket. How cool is that? So I just like to thank God for Freebird out there in Indiana and all of my viewers. Like I said, if you guys have something you would like to send me, I'm going to include my shipping information down in the description below. So it feels good, everybody. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Just out here trying to get the ride in. I hope that some of the things I said about the DCT will help you guys make an informed decision on whether you want to pick up the new Honda Goldwing or not. One of the questions that I always get is, Chris, which bike do you like better? Do you like the previous generation, big sexy, or do you like the smaller Goldwing? Which bike do you like better? I'm not going to talk about that here in this video, but I will tell you this, I love them both. I love them both. They both have advantages and disadvantages that the other bike does not have. So I love them both. It's hard to compare the previous generation Goldwing and the new style Honda Goldwing. Two different bikes with two different attitudes. So I love them both. I will say this, that the previous generation bike is more comfortable. So if you have the new style Honda Goldwing, and maybe it's not as comfortable as you would like it to be, you may have to buy things to make it your own. You know, you may have to put a new seat on the bike. You know, I added the Healy bars to this bike. That made a world of difference. If you guys missed my Healy bar installation, you can click on the link in the top corner. How many of you that are watching this video went out and bought Healy bars after watching my videos? I know you have, because you reached out and informed me that you have. So, you know, that's the thing about motorcycling. You're going to always need to spend money on your bike and make it better. I'm still spending money on my bike to this day. Matter of fact, I just got the Goldwing put back together. I haven't been on it in a while. I just got the Goldwing put back together. I was adding an accessory to the bike And with this cold weather, man, my garage has been freezing cold. I hadn't been doing installations. I haven't been riding. I've been working, man. Like now I'm coming to a stop. I'm just hitting the paddle shifter, downshifting. Oh, I can let the bike do it for me. But it's been cold, so I haven't been doing much recording. And this is the first ride of 2024. One of my viewers reached out to me today and he said, Chris, I really appreciate that ride you put together for the end of the year. I really appreciate that. He said, man, I thank you. I said, no problem. That's what I do. So I'm just out here cruising, just rambling on a Goldwing, trying to get my ride in. The weatherman is calling for rain on Sunday, and the temperatures are supposed to dip down beginning of next week. And also, yeah, I forgot to mention this about the DCT that I really like. I like being able to switch. I like being able to switch gears as far as different modes. I like being able to switch modes. I'm trying to keep my head on a swivel, watch this traffic. But I like being able to switch modes, you know, putting the bike in sport mode. Maybe I want to just get on it and go. You know, I like that about the DCT Honda Goldwing. I love the different modes. Rain mode. I love the tour mode. Econ. You guys want to consume a little fuel? You want to conserve some fuel? Put it in Econ. I like that about the DCT Honda Goldwing. I love the different modes. Rain mode, Econ mode, sport mode. I like that. So there's a lot of advantages to the DCT. So hopefully this video will help you make a better decision, an informed decision. Yes, I wish the Goldwing was a little bit bigger, but unfortunately, that's not the case. You know, there's a lot of guys out there, well, I'm going to wait and get a Goldwing when they make it bigger. And I do understand. If they would have taken this DCT and put it on the bigger Goldwing, that would be a grand slam out the park. But unfortunately, Honda didn't do that. They only put it on the smaller, streamlined Honda Goldwing. So that's why I decided to keep both of my bikes and enjoy them both. Two different bikes, two different attitudes, two different personalities. Well, anyway, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. If you guys like this video, I want you to click that like button. And if you haven't already, I want you to take the opportunity and click that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. Also, be sure to click that bell notification. Click that bell notification. It'll notify you every time I post a new video. So, click that bell notification, subscribe to the channel, be sure to like this video and also share this video. It'll really help the channel out. This is your boy Chris, out on the Goldwing, trying to get it in on the DCT. And I will, as always, I will talk to you guys later. Deuces.